welcome to Dungeons and Naggins. Keith Fox, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
I'm well, thank you. Danny, Ryan.
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm all right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm flying it. Yeah, I'm a bit.
What a fucking great intro. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm already at ease.
We got our complaints out earlier. Keith has a cold. I broke my tooth yesterday.
did you fuck?
Yeah.
Are you going to bring that
I
into your
sneezed when I was
character
kissing him.
You fucking smash my head,
today? Yeah. So you have both played this a little bit before.
Yes, twice.
Twice. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
once live and once with the lads. Yeah,
Yeah. There was a live one before.
the live show. Do you remember in Galway? Yeah,
Fuck. Yeah. Like
in front of that audience.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I do remember that one.
It was-
Yeah. So you've got some experience. Keith's played 2 or 3 times.
About
as
2 or
well.
3, yeah.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Practically a
So you know what to expect this evening. I will describe the world around you. You will describe what you want to do, and then you roll for it. And if you get a high roll, you achieve what you want to do. And if you don't, then you don't. And if you get a 20, we drink. And if you get a 1, we drink.
If the high rollers you're after, we're not us, but yeah, I'm sure you
We
can
can
find
call around.
some.
We can definitely
make some
help.
calls.
Do you both feel like you rolled poorly?
No, I actually, with absolutely no reason, just ego, pure ego tells
Sure.
me that I can roll well. It makes no sense. But I know it's total chance.
I like that confidence. Though.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
great.
yeah. That misplaced confidence.
For a lad who broke his tooth within the last 12 hours. It feels heavily misplaced.
Do you know, I'm sorry this is a little bit off topic, but I should say that I went to a chipper after I had broken my tooth. I was with my friend and I wasn't having anything because I was wary of my tooth, and the guy behind the counter said, "What's the matter? Why aren't you eating?" I said, I broke my tooth." He said, "What, eating too much pussy, were you?" I was like, I don't actually consume the vaginas.
And also, how are you doing?
I bet that guy says that to everybody.
Yeah, anybody who doesn't eat.
Yeah. That's his stock line, and it's just quite odd that this is the way you found it, you know?
I'm immediately checking for like women in the place. There wasn't any, Not so that I could. Anyway.
It doesn't sound like the place where many women would hang around.
No, honestly, it wasn't. It was the bookies of chippers.
And was this on the way to the dentist, or
No. The dentist. I'm hoping that I can.
didn't like stop on the way?
No, if I can collect enough gold in this game today, I might be able to afford to go to the dentist.
Well, I mean, that's as decent a character motivation as anything. Dan.
Yeah.
I mean, do you want to describe who you are? You've got your character sheet there, Keith. You've got yours as well.
Yes, my name is Felgore, the Uncharitable. I'm a barbarian, and I give very sparingly to charity.
Well, you sound like you got a thing.
Yeah. I'm
Felgore, the Uncharitable.
Yeah,
see.
I'm he's kind of a selfish character. He's a little bit annoyed that he has someone with him, especially a mouthy bastard.
Nice.
Great.
Nice.
Keith, who are you?
I'm a wizard,
Yeah?
Harry. Stitches the Wizard is the name.
Stitches.
Children's entertainer turned wizard.
Gotcha.
That's all I've gone with on that
Gotcha.
one. And that's it. Just happy to be out,
Lovely.
hanging out with some adults.
Great.
All right.
Children's entertainers always great for dangerous missions.
Who said it's going to be dangerous? It could be real jolly. It could just be
actually
you could be a
handy.
trip to the dentist.
Could be handy, yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do it then. We'll get into it. Okay. Welcome to the land of Nagginthia. We join our 3 adventurers in a time of peace. You're sitting by a campsite in the Great Forest. There's a wizard called Stitches. There is a barbarian called Felgore, the Uncharitable. And there is Roland, a rogue who, along with his lovely dog Buttons, have been on many adventures. The 3 of you all together. Well, the 4 of you.
Please don't stab me.
Your most recent adventure was saving a farm from bandit raiders who you defeated. You won that battle, it was great. But Scar, the leader, escaped and swore revenge on all of you. He said, "Bang! I'll kill ye!"
I don't know why he swore revenge on all of us, because you did fuck all during that mission. He's pulling a rabbit out of a hat.
The farm had very little gold, but it gave you food and supplies, which you are eating now. So, yeah, there we are. You've all begun. You're sitting around a campsite on a campfire. You're there with Roland the Rogue and Buttons.
Okay, so are we going to make some s'mores or what are we doing?
What would you like to do?
Because I have marshmallows. Do you have the crackers?
I forgot them.
Great, right. We'll just have marshmallows on their own. No, we're not even toasting them now. No, we'll just eat them raw, right? Because of your lackadaisical attitude to getting the crackers. No turmeric either. Stitches.
I feel like there's a bit of tension in the camp. So I'd like
Roll
to
for perception to see if you pick up on that, Keith.
Okay. Let it be a 20. I need a fucking drink. That's a 9.
A 9? Yeah, you don't really get it. You're fine.
Straight over his head.
Straight over.
No, like, you know, it could have been something, but if Felgore isn't going to come right out and say it, just not going to get involved. So you're all sitting around, and Buttons does a little trick. It's the best trick in the whole world. Dog jumps up and he has crackers. The dog smuggled crackers.
Buttons.
Now you've got
Buttons.
crackers.
That good boy, Buttons. Good boy. You have shown more intelligence than a wizard. Even though you are a dog with a dog's brain. Thank you, Buttons. Let's have some bloody s'mores. Not bloody s'mores. We've spilled enough blood today already.
Alright, you sit around and make s'mores. Alright, I want you to roll for intelligence, both of you, to see what kind of s'more you make.
7.
16 into 18.
Oh, sorry, and a -1. 6.
You make a great s'more.
It's convenient, that isn't it?
Stitches. And Felgore, your s'more unfortunately falls into the fire and it's almost all but burned.
And do you know what? I was tense with rage. I just lost the head and I dropped it in. Give me some of yours. Give me some of yours.
I would like to share my s'more
Okay,
with this cunt.
You break your s'more in half passive aggressively. Now, just remember, Keith, your character doesn't know this. Your character's cool with it. Didn't
Oh, sorry,
originally
I haven't picked up on it. Sorry. This charming individual. I'd like to give him half of my s'more, please.
Wonderful. You successfully passive aggressively share
I would
work
like
around
to
the campfire
gently
together.
place it into his mouth, knowing his tooth issues. I would place it into the far side and lovingly
Directly on the tongue, please.
directly on the tongue, and I'll leave my fingers a little bit too long in your chin as I step away.
Let's do that, really.
Yeah, because we've got to be in.
You gotta be in character.
Someone light a fire.
That is why we're all here. Okay. So, Roland looks at the two of you and goes, "Oh, you guys." Doesn't get it either. Hold on. Doesn't get it either.
Nice contribution, Roland.
And then Buttons the dog starts barking, looking over that way. Barking. Thanks. Yeah, he does, and looks really worried. What do you want to do?
Well, I think we better have a look over there, but we want to be able to see well. If we campfire, it must be kind of dark, so we can roll for perception or something to see.
Roll for perception, yeah. Look over there, see what you can see.
Is that a 9 or a 6? It's when things at the bottom, it's a 6, right?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah. It's a 6. And my perception minus, so 5. I
You go over-
I can't see it.
You go over, you quieten the dog, and then you look at everyone else and you say, "It was nothing." And that is when Scar the bandit and 2 or 3 other bandits behind him come out, and one of them's got a bow and shoots Roland right in the shoulder.
Oh.
And you guys are now in a fight with them. So I want you, Stitches, to roll
I'm gonna roll
and add your dexterity.
Oh, that's kind of that's neither. 15.
+1.
16, please.
So yes, you are going to go first. So there are 3 bandits directly in front of you. There is Scar and the 2 others.
Whichever one has the crossbow.
Yeah.
I want to tackle that bitch with a... Oh, I can only use like a dagger. Yeah.
Spells, Keith.
First spell.
Oh.
Use one of your spells. Oh.
Fireball, please.
Fireball. You cast a fireball. Roll for magic.
19.
Of 19, you absolutely annihilate one of them with a fireball. You burn the bow out of his hands. He takes out a little dagger. That's what he has now, but there is no bow in play. The other one has a sword, and the other one has an axe. So, Felgore, it is your go.
So confident am I in my strength that I wish to use an unarmed strike on the guy with an axe. I'm
Gotcha.
just going to go up, I'm going to break his arm off and take the axe. I'm going to try.
We're going to learn why his tooth got fucked up.
You walk over to one and you break his...
I wanted to break his arm.
Right, roll for that. Roll for your unarmed strike.
This thing isn't very...
Do you mean your hands? By this thing, Danny, do you mean your hand trying to roll it
It's
down?
on the ground. 10.
It's a 10. Yeah, you walk up to one.
Plus 4 is my unarmed strike.
Is a 14. Okay, well, yeah, you actually do it then. You walk up and you describe what you do.
I'm going to walk up, I'm going to break his arm off from the elbow and take the axe from him. And then with his disarmed arm, I'm going to make him flip himself off by posing the fingers as he bleeds from the arm.
Gotcha. Okay, great. He's lost an arm. He's got another little dagger in his other arm as well.
Oh, for God's sake. I gave this guy unarmed.
He's losing a lot of blood. Did you not have anything to...
I did, but I just kind of backed myself.
You wanted another thing?
No, I was going to unarmed strike him because I just kind of thought I'm a barbarian. I just fuck him like
You pull his arm
It
off.
was the
I mean,
sugar rush after some more.
it doesn't have to be that every time, but I mean, congratulations, you killed him. He's got a little dagger, but he's fallen over onto the ground. I mean, he's fairly fucked.
It's balance. Your arms give you balance, you see.
Great. It is Scar, the bigger bandits, go at you now. He's got a big sword, and he is going to come directly at you.
At me? Oh,
Yes,
God.
at you, Felgore. He swings at you, and he hits you, doing 2 damage.
Okay.
Just kind of glances at you on your side a little bit, so I want you to take 2 off of your health.
God's sake.
I know.
That's only... 2 is only a bloody haircut. That's all that is. You know, you'd lose some confidence if it didn't turn out right. Yeah.
Alright, great. It is the other one's go. The one that is left with the dagger instead of a crossbow. Rolls a 1. Accidentally stabs the one who had one arm in the stab wound. And
He's
just
doing cop
kills him.
stuff. This is ridiculous.
Also, everyone drink for a 1.
Oh.
So it is your go again.
So who's left now?
Stitches. There is one left alive who just made a terrible mistake and stabbed one in the stab wound and finished him off. And then Scar, the big one.
I reckon I send the dog on him.
Oh, where you can talk to the animals.
Talk to the animals. So I'm going to talk to the animals.
Gotcha.
I'm going to get this little dog who got us in this position in the first place.
Gotcha.
Was barking.
Gotcha.
I'm going to send him over to attack. I'm like, sick him. And then I'll just sit back and chill while he does that.
Gotcha. Okay, great. Roll for magic to see if that works on the dog.
17... 21.
It absolutely
21.
works. You do it. You nail it. You tell the dog to go over there and attack which one?
That's only one alive.
There's 2 alive.
Get the main guy, that scar guy.
The scar guy. Let's
You
just take him in
send
the
him over
balls.
to attack Scar. I got you.
Rip his
Great. You
balls
send him over there. He runs over with great enthusiasm, and Scar swings at him and just cuts at him with the big sword. He just goes "Brr!" like that. Like the dog's not dead, but he's been slit over to one side.
But that'll give him pause for thought. I can go now if you want.
The dog whimpers. There will be no need for you anymore, Daniel. Yeah, he fucking nearly cuts the dog in half, and he laughs at you, and he goes, "Cowards!" And he starts making his way towards you as well.
Come on,
That's a bit
rude.
much. I'm just having a s'more.
It's back to you again.
Fighting is one thing, but name calling, I just
Sticks and
can't
stones
abide
and all
that. Okay, what am I doing?
You are attacking one of them. There's 2 left.
Okay, do you know what? I might as well use the great axe, and let's take out this other character. 'Cause I have a feeling this Scar guy is going to be a little bit tricky. Do you know what I mean? I think we better. I'm going to take out the other guy who's the foolish man who stabbed his own mate.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm going to go at him with my great axe.
Gotcha. Roll for it.
Yeah. I'm aiming for the crotch. 12 plus 4 is 16.
16. You get him in the crotch. Yeah. Congratulations.
It's gonna be. He's not just like a woman fighter now, is he? He's damaged, like he's gonna die.
Oh, like he's damaged. Yeah, he's on the ground. You've got him right in the crotch with an axe. Yeah.
Because sometimes people call vaginas hatchet marks. I don't, but it's just like something an uncouth person might say.
I hear you. I wonder what that'd be
You
like.
really are a fucking barbarian.
I just heard that from other barbarians. I know it's not what I would say.
How I got tangled up with you.
Yeah, you successfully kill the other one. It's only Scar left, and it is his go. As he swings at you, Stitches, and hits you with a sword, doing 4 damage.
Oh!
Stitches get stitches.
It is Roland's go, who is getting up now from being shot with the arrow earlier on.
Oh yeah, Roland.
And takes a run with a dagger, sees that Buttons over there is dying. That was Roland's dog, and goes, no! And runs towards Scar to try and like just shank him with a dagger up like that.
Yeah.
And
Does he know it was my fault, but does he know that?
no, he doesn't. He was unconscious kind of before. He was down with an arrow wound. So he gets up and he runs towards Scar and he goes to stab him again. He gets him a little bit. He does 5 damage to him. So he shanks him a little bit, but also like the dog, he picks him up and he cuts at him and he throws him over there.
Oh god.
He looks like he's very badly hurt as well.
Okay.
It is your go again, Stitches.
What you reckon?
So we've only got Scar left.
Do we want to have a chat with this lad and see what the crack is, or do we keep fighting? Do I want to calm him down?
Do we know why he's come?
He swore revenge at you when you drove his gang off from attacking a farm. That was your last mission.
Okay, so
Any reason to talk him off the edge, or we just...
do you know, like if there's a farm nearby, we could say, look, you can go take that one, or we could, I mean, he can't borrow my items, can he? I have a rope. I was just thinking we could just tie him up, or if you had something.
You can absolutely share items, yeah.
Okay, do you want to?
I don't know if this music is as appropriate for diplomacy.
Let's talk to the guy.
I can't use a spell with his rope, can I? Like if I have a mage hand, whatever that is, it says I can manipulate objects 30 foot. He seems to be around 30 foot away, or if not,
it's a 50-foot rope anyway.
But it's great these details are here, right?
Yeah. So I'm gonna fuck that rope at him to tie him up using my mage hand.
Gotcha.
And then use his rope and just to tie him up. And after that, we're going to look for a bit of fucking diplomacy and calm this shit down.
Okay, we're going to do this together. You're going to roll for strength, which is throw, and you're going to roll for magic to see if it works. So what you're going to do is you're going to try and throw the rope to his left or his right.
Yeah.
Keith's going to try and catch it and spin it around him.
Okay. It was a bad throw by me. Okay, so I got a 2 plus 4 strength, so it's a 6.
I get 21.
Gotcha. It works.
It's a bad throw by me, but he saves it.
No, you tie up Roland. So you tie up Roland by accident, and then he's frozen there looking at his whimpering dog while he bleeds out.
Oh, that's terrible.
The first time anyone's ever tied someone up by accident in the history of the world. So Roland's down.
Scar is still up though, so you two have done your go. Roland is going to take a swing at the both of you, slashing kind of across between the two of you, and does 2 damage to each of you.
2 damage to each of us.
Right. We gotta tackle this now. Go violent on him.
It's your go.
Go. Mine?
It's Stitches, and then Felgore.
Okay. Well, look, let's just fireball him again.
Gotcha.
Let's just do it.
He casts another fireball.
That's just.
Add magic.
16 and 4 is 20, so we drink.
Yeah, for sure. Why not?
And whatever else has to happen.
I've been drinking when I roll 6s and everything.
You cast a wonderful fireball at him. It does a load of damage. It does 8 damage to him. He's on the ground. He's not able to fight anymore. He has fallen over. You have you've won the bloody battle. Do you know what I mean? You've done it. Everything seems quiet again. He's there, kind of screaming in pain.
Okay.
All burned up and stuff.
Can I just want to, just kind of as a final insult, I would like to feed him the s'more that I ruined, that I burned badly.
Gotcha.
I'm not eating that. I won't eat that.
All right.
That's ruined. But I want him to eat it.
You successfully put the s'more into his mouth.
Can I grab his chin?
Yeah. you want to make it go down his throat? Gotcha. You rub his neck and his chin to make it go down his throat.
I'd like to do that thing,
Stitches, the really sadistic children's entertainer.
You know that thing, you don't want to do that. I'm going to put a knee on each of his shoulders and threaten to spit in his mouth.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna do that for a little while.
And if you tell Mum, I swear to God, I'll do it twice as much next time.
What do you reckon you want to roll to do that?
I'm gonna go with acrobatics.
Gotcha. Right, roll for it.
Right. 20 and a 1. 21.
It's a 20. You did it. You successfully
bit right all over that pitch.
Everyone's a
I've
bitch
heard
these
that
days,
before.
Keith. So Stitches, you successfully hock a terrible loogie into Scar's mouth as he chokes on it and dies. I guess he's gone.
Oh, okay.
That was it.
That escalated.
You drowned him. You drowned him.
You bullied him to death. He's gone. You turn around and you can hear the last gasp of Roland as he bleeds out, all tied up in the rope, and you can still hear the whimper of Buttons the dog.
Are we going to have to put Buttons out of his misery?
Well, I have potions.
Oh, do you?
Use your perception to take a look at him.
Okay, I'll have a look at him. But bear
Both
in
of you
mind,
can look.
I'm not particularly charitable. I think maybe. Oh, it's not looking good, Buttons. It's only a 1.
You roll a 1.
And what's my intelligence? -1. So that's a 0. So I literally have
You just turn
no
around.
idea what's going on.
Turn your back at him.
Yeah.
You look at that dog and you say, yeah, he's definitely going to have to go. Like, that dog's dead. Like, Keith, I want you to take a roll for it as well. See what you see.
Poor Buttons.
Perception.
Oh, 6 and 8.
An 8.
Yeah,
Even
8.
you can see that the dog can be saved.
Okay.
You need to get to the local town where there's a vet who can do it.
You know
of a vet in the local town.
In Felgore, the Uncharitable, and not the man playing him, had to go into AIB and cancel his direct debit to the Dogs Trust before because he was really broke, and the girl behind the counter was pretty sour about it actually. Yeah, because she could see that he was signed up to all these porn sites and stuff. So there's a vet in a nearby town.
There's a vet in a nearby town, yeah.
I suppose he's going to be bloody extortionate now.
You should take your rope back off that other lad and then I think pick up the dog and go.
Yeah, I need to get. I'm sorry. What was his name? Dolan.
Buttons. Roland.
My old friend Roland. my dearest friend. I need that rope back and your kaputs anyway. So
You schlub the rope off of him, and you can hear that the rope's got blood on it now because
All right.
right onto the rope.
I was
But you've
hoping that's what that was.
So yeah, you can write.
It's just like, what's that? I'm like, it's just a bloody rope. Okay.
So now you have a rope that's covered in blood. You want to set out on the path towards town.
Let's do it.
Wonderful. You start walking. You're heading towards the town of Pintvale. It is a nice town. There's a bunch of stuff on, and it has bigger things like this doctor that you're looking for. You remember the doctor from before. You've seen him there. Roland was always taking Buttons to this doctor, and the doctor is called Dr. Dogtour. He's a specific vet dealing in dog health.
A vet.
Yeah, but only for dogs.
Okay.
A real picky vet. who wants you out of the house.
Who calls himself a doctor?
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the place that you're heading to. You are approaching the edge of town. There is a small wall around the town. It's like bigger than a village, but it's not as big as a city. It's got
Like,
a bunch
Athlone.
of like Athlone, yeah. It's the Athlone of Nagginthia.
Yeah, okay.
And you approach town, and you can see guards on the way in, and they give you a nod. But they're like, don't be causing any trouble now.
Okay.
And you walk into town, and you are into the hustle and bustle of a local kind of like a town square.
Just as we pass those guards, can I do the thing where you act like you're scratching your face, but you're actually flipping them off? You're kind of doing the 2 fingers.
Gotcha. I want you to roll for, what would that be? Charisma, maybe, or
charisma. I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ah, Jesus.
Fuck's sake.
4 + 1. What? I fucking poke myself in the eye or something.
No, you just directly just give him the fingers.
Oh no!
Just as you walk
Now
by.
they're wise to us.
He doesn't do anything because it's not illegal to give a guard the fingers, but he just says something to his other guard mate, and they're going to be watching
They're
you
going
now.
to keep an eye on us.
You walk into the town square. There's loads of people around selling different things like bits of meat and clothes and there's guys with weapons, and there's people selling potions and things.
Okay. Well, we're going to need to ask someone about. We want to save this dog. I mean, I don't particularly care about saving the dog, but we have him now,
Yeah.
and it's probably
It's not ours, but we have.
it's probably a fine if you leave a dead dog in the street. So Keith's cracking up at one of my jokes that he just called back to. He can't believe it. So we're going to have to ask. I'd like to approach a vendor and say, find out where this Dr. Dog Tour.
Gotcha. You walk up to a vendor. Which what kind of vendor do you want to walk up to? Of all the ones, weapons or alchemy or food?
Alchemy.
Yeah.
You walk up
he
to.
wants to get something. Yeah.
Gotcha. You walk up to a potions vendor. It's a wizened old woman with grey hair.
Of course it is.
And she says potions.
What a cliche. This woman is. Well, you're the wizard. You talk to. You see what you.
Hey.
Yeah.
Oh.
What's the crack?
Oh, wonderful.
How are you? I'm very polite.
Yeah.
I would like to ask this woman if she is aware of her. I'm not going to do any small talk with her.
Gotcha.
I just want to know who the doctor is.
Gotcha. You get directly to her. You try and bypass all of the.
No small talk. She'll know. There's a dog bleeding. It'd be rude if I went up to her and I'm all,
Gotcha.
oh, hey, any nice potions? And she's like, you're aware that dog's bleeding to death in front of you because you sent it into a battle, and I'm feeling quite guilty. So I'm going to be straight up about it. I'm going to say, I'll be back for potions, but I need to get this lad to the dog tour.
Alright, roll for charisma to see if you pull that off.
18.
An 18, you successfully, she buys it. She thinks that you're definitely going to come back and buy some stuff later.
Mm-hmm.
You pull it off, and she just points over towards a sign. And as you look past, you can see that there's a jobs post in the centre of town where loads of people just literally post bits of parchment with job offers on. And past that, she points you over towards the direction of a set of stairs that goes up towards a fancier part of town, and that's where the doctor is.
Okay.
Felgore has returned from the bathroom.
Felgore just did a piss while this conversation was going on.
Yeah.
You know the direction that the doctor place is in now. Do you want to go that way?
Yes, so the doctor's thing is there's a big post in town with loads of jobs on it, and then beyond that is a posh part where the vet is. He still calls him a doctor, so we're going to have to clip his wings when we get there.
Okay.
But I wanted to rush there because I'm feeling quite guilty about the whole situation with me nearly killing the dog.
Oh yeah, I feel a bit guilty because I didn't flush there, but I thought with the audio. Anyway,
I mean, so long as you went in the shower and not the toilet, I'd be fine. Yeah, because you can rinse that down later and it's real quiet.
let's go shake this doctor down. By the way, I'm not paying him. I'm not paying him. He's getting shaken down. Felgore the Uncharitable does not pay for some lowly dogs.
You set off in the direction, you head up the stairs, you are walking towards the doctor's surgery. You can see signs pointing you in that direction. Who is holding the dog?
I am, he refused to.
Can you roll for dexterity?
16.
At 16, the dog doesn't lose that much more blood as you head up the stairs towards
You're holding
the
him by
doctor's
the
surgery.
throat, so it's not pouring out.
You knock on the door, and this mad-looking fella with it's he's got what's supposed to be a white coat, but there's not good washing, in these times. So it's all pink and it's bits of blood on it and stuff. He looks like a mad doctor, and he goes, "Oh no, a dog!" But he has got a kind face. Okay. And he takes the dog from you, and he brings the dog in, and he puts it on a surgery table, and he starts stabilizing the dog.
Does he say, "I'm going to have to put it down"? just because it's so heavy. Do you know what I mean? That old chestnut. I like this doctor. He's got gags.
The doctor immediately starts stabilizing the dog, and then starts asking you, how did this happen? How could you do this to an animal?
Wasn't us.
Also, how could this happen? How could you ask questions of people? You don't need to know the full story.
Gotcha.
We're keeping you in business, mate.
There's a sick animal here. You fix it. Ask questions later, and by later I mean stop asking questions.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. He looks at you and he nods. He agrees. Okay. All right. Great. We'll talk about everything after.
Yeah.
Go. Stand over there for a minute. Just stay out of my way. And he starts working on the dog, and he's taking out loads of injections and stitching stuff. And he's looking and he's listening to the dog, and he pops in like a needle, and a load of like blood like spurts out of one bit, and then he sets up like an IV. But he seems to have stabilized the dog. The dog seems to be like okay.
Okay, can we ask him? Does he want to buy a dog?
You offer to sell him a dog. Roll for it.
Healthy dog now, like 19.
It's a 19
plus 1 for persuasion, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
20, baby.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
I really hope the dog isn't a load-bearing dog.
You successfully ask him really well. Like, you make a really good offer. I mean, how do you do that? Like a really good offer of him to buy a dog.
A successful, well-made offer I would consider to be one that he accepts, but I guess maybe he doesn't. Perhaps that's...
I'm afraid he doesn't, because he looks at you and goes, "Oh no! I'm not going to give you money. You owe me money. That what I did there cost 100 gold. You told me, we were there. You told me to just go ahead and we deal with fees and everything after."
Oh yeah, we're going to deal with the fees, all right. I would... Oh, what's this I have? A bloody rope?
You're the only money for bloody rope, is it?
Yeah. So, I don't want to be flogging a dead dog, but then we can... So I would like to use the rope to tie him up, and if he's charging 100 gold to fix dogs, there's got to be a lot of money in the register. You're talking to Felgore the Uncharitable here, right?
You're talking to a children's entertainer here.
Yeah. Is that how you want to play it?
This is a conflict.
Yeah, I want to tie him up.
Are you going to go for it?
Gotcha,
Who's tying
okay.
up, the dog or the vet?
The vet, you don't need to tie up a dog.
In case you ran off. Okay, sorry. Alright, we're going to tie up the vet.
Wonderful. Okay, great.
Okay.
You take out the bloody rope and you have it in your hand. And how do you want to do it? How do you want to approach him with this?
I would say just the kind of thing, you know, it's like in a mobster movie, if they exist in this world, where
They certainly can.
Yeah, where
need.
someone... Do you know the way when someone realises they're about to be killed, you know, they have to get into the car with someone and it's like, oh, okay, I just have to accept this. So I just kind of explained to him, like, look, here's the rope. We're going to tie you up and rob you. Like, let's not make a fuss over this. This is what's happening.
Gotcha. You present the rope to him and he looks scared and he starts to move backwards.
I tell him to tie himself up.
Oh, right. You throw the rope over to him and you go, you know what this is.
Yeah.
Tie yourself up. Alright, roll for charisma to see if he gets it.
Yeah. I'm like, you know what this is, and he starts taking his pants off and I'm like, no, that's not what it is. 16 plus 1, 17.
You successfully throw the rope over directly at his feet. He gets what you mean. He's like, tie myself up. That's what you want me to do with this bloody rope. And he starts to run backwards and he stumbles over and you can see that he's trying to get to a big bell that's in the corner of his shop. So he's running over there, he's trying to get it. I want you to both roll for dexterity to see if you can tackle him before he gets to it.
Tell you what, I see alarm bells going off.
I hate you so much.
12.
12, you don't get there before he does. He gets over and he starts ringing a bell, and he shouts, "Guards! Guards! Guards!" And he's banging on the bell. And before you know it, 3 guards have walked in. And they've got like big armour and they're looking at you and they're like, one of them is the guy from the door, from the gate from earlier on.
The guy that I gave the beast to.
And he rolls and he successly scratches his face.
Oh,
and gives you the fingers while his,
you're right back down. That's nice.
While his boss is like standing, between him and you, so his boss doesn't see it at all. He just straight got away with it.
Do you know what? He might not be the doctor, but he stitched me up pretty well.
You are approached by the guards and they go, "What's the problem here?" And they look around the room and they can see the bloody rope. And
can I say no problem? There's no problem. There's no problem.
Oh yeah. You can both roll for charisma to see if you can talk your way out of it. He sees the rope and he gets it.
Oh, he knows.
He knows it as well. He's seen that film too.
Yeah, but we never said it explicitly.
Yeah.
We're just like, is it hold my rope while I reach for money in my pocket?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like that's all I was saying.
Yeah. What are you panicking ringing the bell for?
Got you. Roll for it. See if you can explain.
What's this? Persuasion.
Yes.
16.
Yeah, I'll let you take care of that.
What did you roll?
3.
You are bringing me down.
No, but you can't he just do the talking on this one?
Yeah,
All right.
I'm gonna just. I don't need him. I've asked him to shut up. As a matter of fact, so I'm like, calm down.
Fine.
Your threats to this lovely vet doctor. Listen, we were only saying hold her up. I was going to do a magic trick for you while he looked for money in his pocket, and then for some reason he rang the bell.
Big
Just calm down.
misunderstanding.
Big misunderstanding. That's all it is.
All right. So the guard looks at you and looks at you, who's just trying to keep a straight face, but you're nodding like a 3 is a 3, Danny. You're nodding like a little bit too much. Do you know what I mean?
I'm like, yeah, is that not? No?
You're
Why
like
not?
the most aggressive hype man in the whole world. And the guard looks at you and goes, okay, well, if you just pay him what you owe. And he looks at the doctor, and the doctor says, it's 100 gold. I saved that dog over there. They told me they'd pay whatever it took. And the guard looks at you and he goes, well, pay him.
Well, I'm going to say, firstly, we didn't say that. We said fix the dog, we'll discuss the fees after.
Yeah.
And I'd like a breakdown of receipt, please. I want to know how much this is, because you didn't seem to do much.
Yeah, we want an itemised bill.
I'd like an itemized bill, and I reckon we can bring it down. This is a charitable act we're doing here.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Sir.
Well,
so let's try to bring this down. It's not our dog. It was attacked. We're being charitable. Sort yourself out. You're mean.
Can I have another charisma check?
I'm into the negotiation side of this.
Yeah.
Let's negotiate with everyone. That'll be an 8. I have a feeling we're paying 100 quid.
Yeah, it doesn't work, and it turns out the guard knows the doctor, and he saved his dog before, and just says, no, you're going to pay this guy what you owe. Do you have the gold?
Look, we honestly don't have the gold, because I have only 2 gold, you have 3, and we've got to eat as well. Like, I mean,
Can do something with the dog.
oh yes.
Can I get the dog to do something?
You could talk to the dog. Okay, so talk to the. He has a dog.
So maybe the
Or
dog could be like,
he
I'd say
talk-
to the dog to pretend he's still really ill, so he's not like fully better.
Yeah. Can he talk to the dog in his mind without other
Under his
people
spell?
hearing? Like,
If you roll high enough, yeah, I'm gonna.
Like that, like he's really ill. And we're gonna like, well, look, this isn't value.
Gotcha. Let's see if it
isn't it.
works.
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
you to roll. I need you to get a pretty high one for this.
Okay, so this.
To in your head without doing it with your lips, because you're not the best magician in the world.
I'm still a children's entertainer.
You
10. Oh, that's disappointing. I just shout at the dog.
pretend you're grand. No, pretend you're sick.
all you do is make dog noises with your own mouth of a dog whimpering. The guards don't bite at all. They say, listen, if you guys don't have the gold now, I'm sure we can set up some kind of a payment plan.
Okay, so look, there was a board of jobs, which is clearly what we're going to have to sort out. But let's keep a bit of gold. Let's offer them 2 gold now, and then we're going to go, because we might need.
We've only got 5 in the bank between us.
Well, they're not going to take nothing.
Can we set up a payment plan and give them a fake address?
The guard takes out the paperwork and presents it to you. You have to sign
I knew
the
it was
thing.
going to get all litigious.
You did this, Danny.
Now, it says here your name is Felgore the Uncharitable.
Well, that was my father was the uncharitable one. Really,
Speaking of alarm bells.
it's just a family name.
The guard looks at you and he just hands you a thing to sign. There's no place to put your address, and says, listen, if you don't bring the gold back to him in 1 week, then there's going to be real trouble.
Okay.
And he looks threatening at you, and the other 2 guards look threatening as well, and the other one successfully gives you the fingers again.
Oh, this
But
guy's
also-
all over me. He's all over me. Yeah,
Gives you another one where he looks like he's just like scratching his belly button with his middle finger.
Oh, but I know.
You know.
I know it is.
Yeah. How will your eye and your belly button be itchy at the same time?
Yeah.
He has you.
There's
He
no
needs a
way.
wash.
He's got you again. You've been zinged.
Ah.
So you guys have a week to find the gold. You get sent out of the shop, and the guards are then like chatting to the doctor, and you walk past the dog, and the dog whimpers as you go past, and you're going to have to get the money. So you head out into the town.
And what? So the dog is chilling there because he's
Dog's
in recovery.
unconscious.
He's in recovery. Yeah. Okay. So we need a way to make some money so that we can pay off this debt.
Any kids' birthday parties coming up?
Yeah, it's dirty.
Well, there's one place to find out. Head down to the centre of town.
There's a
Head down.
jobs board in the town. Let's go down and read
Okay.
the jobs board. Can you read?
Yes,
I'll read for you.
I can read.
So let's go down and we'll read the jobs board together
Wonderful.
and see what kind of job are you looking for.
Manual labour, I suppose, ideally, because I'm very strong.
No volunteering.
No volunteering. I'd if there's some wood needs chopping up, or like something built or something, or contract killing, I'm available. I don't know if that'll be on the jobs board. Kind of tip off the person, but
yeah. Okay, so we're gonna look for. I'm gonna look for children's entertaining, bit of magic, and I'll even join you on the killing if killing is needs doing.
Gotcha.
yeah, if killing is needs doing.
Yeah. You two walk
And you're
off.
the literate one, is it?
Yeah.
You two walk down towards the job board. You look and you can see 5 active jobs right now on the board. There's one that says fix the water supply. There's a problem with the water supply nearby. It's in like kind of up a bit of a hill, and it's where all the water comes from for the river that goes through town. But the water's been like not flowing through as heavily. And then there's one that says orphanage in trouble. Performers needed to win talent show prize to prevent foreclosure.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't think that would suit you anyway. But
Another one, wizard wants live troll. Wizard wants live troll to study. And there's a haunted logging camp. Need help fighting a ghost. And then there's medical test subjects wanted. Each of these jobs pays 10 gold.
okay, well, there was one, the
The
orphanage.
first. Well, the
You wanna hear them again?
For a bit of magic.
Yeah, please, can we just hear the
Water supply. Orphanage needs performers to win a talent show. A wizard wants a live troll. Haunted logging camp. And medical test subjects wanted.
You could do a strongman act at the orphanage,
Yeah.
and I'll do like magic tricks. I'll just do magic. I have magic.
Yeah, that's it. This is your
This
niche.
is it.
Like that's what you
This is
do.
it.
Yeah,
So
we
the two of us sign the two of us up for the orphanage.
Gotcha. Two of you follow the info on the orphanage parchment. You see where it's sending you. It's towards a kind of obviously the orphanage. That's where they practice. So you head over towards the orphanage at the other side of town. It's Red Vale Orphanage. You step up, and it's like an old barn kind of in the centre of town, but it's painted quite a dark red on the outside. You walk up towards it, and do you want to knock on the door?
Yeah, sure.
You knock on the door, and a very like a tall child like opens the door, and he's wearing like a hood that comes down, kind of like over his face. You can't see him that well.
Is he some sort of leader of the children kind of thing?
No, this one seems like one of the children, but he's quite tall.
He's quite
I would like to pretend like God his nose.
Gotcha.
Open on a bit of bounce.
Yeah.
Before even a hello. I
Literally
noticed-
straight in with the nose.
Okay.
Straight in.
He's quite tall though. That stops working when children are like 4. But
Mate, he grew up in an orphanage. This lad is.
oh
like,
yeah.
8 and a half.
He hasn't had an uncle to take his nose.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that charisma or is that dexterity to try and get
I'd
the
be
nose?
saying, although I got more charisma, so I'm going to say it's that.
Gotcha.
Your character, like.
Well played.
Well, so that's going to be a 3.
It's a 3. Gotcha.
So also, I rolled the 1, 2, 3.
You punch the kid in the face and do 1 damage to him. He leans back, he's going, and he just directs you in towards where you're supposed to go. You're holding the parchment so he can see that you're here for the job. You
Subtle of you.
step into the orphanage, and you can see that there are many other children like bustling around, also wearing that same kind of hood. They all seem quite like tall and broad. Like there's a lot of big kids. Do you know what I mean? And then there are smaller little like kids, and they're running around, and they've got like trays of food and bedpans, and they're carrying things and stuff.
Let me get some of that bedpan.
You are welcomed into the central hall, and you walk up along the way towards a lad sitting at a desk, and he's writing with a quill and parchment, and he looks at you and he goes, "Are you here for the job? Are you?"
And I'll say, you're in charge. There are pens now. But I respect the quill. I say, yes, we heard tell of a talent show. I don't know why I'm looking at this as if I'm reading it. We heard tell of a talent show. I can perform great feats of strength. And my friend here can perform some pretty ham-fisted magic. I don't know if you saw him strike one of the children at the door, but that was actually a little magic trick that he did on the way in.
Yes, well, I can't say I approve of striking the children. But we need all the help we can get. We're going to get foreclosed upon. My name is Rufus the Kind, and he shakes hands with the two of you, and he goes, welcome, and he starts walking you along the corridor. He indicates for you guys to follow him.
Okay.
So you're walking along a corridor with him, and you're walking, and as you're walking, he's talking. It's like the West Wing. And you are chatting as you walk along. He explains that, listen, I'll be honest, we didn't get a lot of volunteers, so you're all we've got. So we're going to get the kids to like dance in the background while you do your stuff. If you both achieve it, then I think we've got a good chance of winning. Like, there's not that many other people in town who are good at this talent show thing.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming. You've absolutely got the job. If you pull it off, we'll give you 10 gold.
We have to pull him off. It's an R. Kelly tribute act.
As he's walking you along the corridor, you're going through like dungeons and caves, and as you arrive out at the front, you see that you are in front of the town square. You arrive and the light hits you all of a sudden. You're back out in the town square, and the talent show is already on. There are a group of nuns, and they're just hitting pans against each other. It's like Stomp, but it's got nuns and pots and pans.
It's like Sister Sledge.
It's like Sister Act meets Sister Sledge.
Yeah, exactly.
Meets the Scissor Sisters. It's incredible. They're doing really well.
The Scissor Sisters, are they in jail still? Those
Oh yeah, I see. Oh well, we all have a
murder in Dublin.
fuck's sake. Okay, you are standing on the side of the stage. You begin to get a little bit nervous. Can you both please roll for intelligence?
18.
19.
You are not nervous at all. You look out at the nuns on stage doing the stomp, and do you want to intimidate them at all? You're like not nervous at all. Do you want to heckle?
No. Do you know what? We won't heckle, but can we just kind of have a glance at the time, just kind of as if kind of. Time.
Yeah.
Check your phone.
I thought they were doing 7. Are they not? I thought it was only 7 they were doing.
Yeah. You visibly make one of them look. You ask one of them what time is it? You're like, but with miming. You tap your wristwatch.
What time did you guys start? Just wondering.
You successfully intimidate them. One of the nuns kind of stumbles a little bit and bonks when she should have stomps. You know what I mean? Everyone saw.
That's embarrassing.
It is now. They're finished, and it's your time to go on. There's a big fanfare, and the MC comes out and goes, "Please welcome Red Veil Orphanage," and some of the crowd are like, "Yay!" and some of the crowd are like, "Boo!"
Oh, that's wow! Some of the crowd are kind of nasty.
Yeah. I thought you were Uncharitable.
The MC shouts, "Yeah! But, well, no one's gonna get away from this. One of the acts today is going to get their public building shut down by the mayor. So it's either going to be the nuns, the orphanage, or I don't know, that medieval disease clinic."
The vet should end.
Wow, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It was a few quid.
That'd be really handy.
You vote to try and get the vet foreclosed upon. The vet is in the fancy part of town. It's not being affected by this.
You jacket that.
This is
weird.
It's pretty sadistic, this talent show.
Yeah.
This is a bit odd.
I mean, what are they paying for the hall? Couldn't they even?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
It's your turn to go on. Who wants to go first?
So why don't we do a thing together, right? Where I'll disguise myself as something, and then you lift me up, and you're real strong, and then I use my magic to lift you up while you lift me up.
Wow.
Yeah.
And then we put it. So now, if it goes wrong, you're probably going to break some limbs. But if it goes right, we save an orphanage we never heard of.
So he has a disguise kit, right? So if he disguises himself
as the mayor, a big fat version of the mayor.
What?
To take the piss, it'll be like satirical.
Okay.
Although this is quite, we shouldn't do that because
that might win over the people. You never know.
Yeah.
Is the mayor popular in the town?
Some people like him, some people don't.
Yesterday,
it's here and there.
A mayor was stabbed in Poland at a big public demonstration, so you probably should avoid mayors being on the stage in the satirical sense.
Oh, yeah. Jesus. I mean,
in case anyone is listening to this,
they didn't know the reference, but now do know the reference.
I mean, I hope no one's getting their news.
I saw the video. I would recommend it. It's pretty horrific.
Okay,
this is nice.
Do that then.
This is nice.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So Keith or Stitches is going to use his disguise kit to do to become a laughably oversized version of the mayor.
Gotcha. You go for a big conductor. Roll for it.
Yeah, like a hot air balloon sized version of the mayor.
So we got 18. Plus what? What's it going to be? Magic or what?
What do you want to put with it?
Oh, it should be charisma because I'm persuading people that I'm the mayor.
Yeah, okay.
Or it's just going to be 20 then.
Oh, do it.
It's funny how that worked out.
I should have given you the option. You disguise yourself as an overweight version of the mayor. It's time to go on. The kids have all picked up instruments and they're all like playing, music for you as you go on. It's kind of this weird like drone but kind of like happy village music.
Okay.
And you step out onto the stage and it's your time to do your thing.
Right, so I'm messing around. I'm like running around the stage going, haha, look at me, I'm the mayor. And I'm jokingly shutting down stuff as I walk around. Yeah. Like, you're shutting down. It's gas. Like, it's the delivery and everything.
It's very good. That's unlike you, but
yeah. But I have +2 in this game. So,
in this game,
I'm nailing that. And then you have to come out now and lift me up like a real strong man.
Okay, yeah.
You nail your first bid. You're coming out. Roll for strength.
Yeah. So it's basically, his shtick is close down that.
Yeah.
And I go out and go, hey, you.
Oi! Oh, you're kidding me.
What did you do? It's a 1?
That's a 1.
Plus what?
Plus.
It doesn't matter, I'm afraid. When you roll a 1, it's just a 1. You walk out there and all you do is you just go like, I hate the mayor! And you just punch him right in the head. And you do 3 damage.
Yeah.
You do
and
3
it's
damage.
accidentally worked. Okay, I have a health potion, I'll take it in a minute. So I'm on 11. So I guess that'd be a laugh.
Ironically,
you try
we've gotten a
and
laugh.
roll. I want you to roll for charisma to see if you can play it off as like it's part of the act.
Okay, so I got a 1.
You got a 1 as well. You try to stop the bleeding, but you make it bleed more, and you lose another 2 health.
Here.
Do they enjoy it as a farce? Like
some of the crowd love it.
Okay.
Some people are booing. Some people are horrified. But most people are making noise. Like
it's lowest common denominator.
Yeah, and the nuns probably brought mates. We just have to get half the audience.
I'll give you one more chance. You try and do something, and you try and do something, and then that'll be the end of your time.
Okay. Fucking hell. 7 plus 4, 11.
Yeah.
So what are we gonna do?
11. So I want to lift him above. Like they would in a movie where you're spinning him above your head that.
Yeah.
And do like military press kind of thing, which obviously you can't see what I'm doing because this is an audio.
I understand what you mean. You try and get onto your back and go hup, hup, and spin him around with your legs like you would. Yeah, exactly. Gotcha. You successfully do it. I'll be charitable with an 11. It works. It doesn't look that great, but you're getting it. You're in.
Getting there. We're getting it.
Go for it.
So what am I going to rock with then? So maybe I'll do a big fireball up into the sky. It's a big kind of a woo. This is us.
Yeah. Well, you could do a minor illusion, so you can create an image, so it can be like you can make it look like you disappear or something, or like I throw you up and then you.
Why is me not being on a stage more appealing to you than a big fireball being shot from the stage?
Because I just
your
time is up.
Not charitable with stage time.
Yeah. No, okay, go for the fireball. So yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I'm up there. I
fireball,
and I gotta go fireball.
Great.
That's an 11, and then I do plus magic, is it? 15.
At 15, you successfully blow a fireball up into the air. The crowd all start cheering. It seems to have gone pretty well. Everyone's cheering, and it's your time when you step off of the stage.
Okay.
The third act goes on. What was the other act I said it was? There was a doctors. They come out and they do like a comedy sketch about people coming in with that medieval disease, and it doesn't go down well at all. People are booing nearly immediately. So it's just you and the nuns are looking at you, and now you're backstage with them, waiting for the judges on stage to vote, and you're back there with the nuns, and the nuns are kind of looking at you, and it's awkward. You're in the room in the back together.
Okay, can I say to them, we'll never forget about Magdalene. We'll never forget the laundries.
These aren't the same type of nuns that you have in this world.
But I'm so ignorant.
Roll for ignorance.
10.
They don't get it this time.
Oh, okay.
They just look angry at you. And then all of a sudden it's too late. You are called back out, and the two of you have been selected to come and stand on the stage. The judges, it's very close between you. Of course, the other place was immediately kicked out, but
Yeah.
you're coming out to see who doesn't get foreclosed on. So it's you with the children standing behind you, and then it's the nuns, and you're both standing there on stage. I want you to roll for luck, please.
I haven't rolled like above an 11 already.
17.
13 plus 14.
The MC looks at the two of you, and he's got one hand in your arm over here, and he's got the other hand in a nun's arm, and he's holding you up. It's like the end of a boxing match, and then all of a sudden he throws up your arm, and you're the winners. And the nuns, everyone's booing the nuns off the stage, and everyone's shouting for you, and it's gone really
cunts.
Rufus the kind walks out to you, and he's got a big cup, and he's like, yay, we're not going to get foreclosed upon for another year. And all the orphans are happy, and everyone's
well, not that happy.
But they're all like big, very well fed orphans. They didn't bring out any of the little squirrely orphans out to this affair.
They don't play well.
You have won the talent show. Rufus is there, and he looks at the two of you, and he comes over and he gives you a great big hug, and he says, thank you so much for helping us. Here's your money. Do you want half each?
Yeah, we're trying to pay off a debt together, so we'll just...
Gotcha. He gives you 5 gold pieces each.
Yeah.
He goes, thank you so much for helping us. If you ever want to visit Red Vale again, you can just drop by and say hello.
Whenever I want to visit an orphanage, I'll take you up on that.
Never feel like punching a kid in the nose again. I'll be right over.
Do you know what? I've nothing to do today. We dropped down to that orphanage. Thanks a lot, Rufus.
You've got a bit more gold. You are now walking over towards the job post again to see what else you want to take from there.
Any new jobs up since?
No, there's no new jobs, but as you walk over towards the job post, there is a guy is like staring at you, and he looks like he's not very like slim. He's kind of like a rotund looking, like a big fucking guy, and he's looking at you, and he says, "You guys interested in work? You want to make some gold quick?"
Well,
you guys should take a look at the other jobs post that is down the alley over there.
I don't know about this.
I remember there was a Moroccan guy in Spain got me to do some work like this before.
No, he's genuine. There is like a dark web version of the jobs post. He's like, no. I know everyone says that, and it's not a thing in an alley. There, if you go down that alley over there, you'll get to the kind of the dodgier bit of town. And there is a dark web.
Okay, well, we don't mind getting our hands dirty.
You're a barbarian.
Yeah,
come on.
We'll get our hands dirty. Let's go,
Let's do it. Let's head down.
You start walking over towards the other jobs post in the dodgy end of town, and you're walking over, and as you walk through it, you can feel that the town around you is getting dodgier. Do you know what I mean? People are kind of murmuring at you as you go past.
Yeah.
There are fewer and fewer guards. The meat that you're seeing is like more like bloody and raw, and there's dogs barking on the street, and there's people like, shouting at each other and stuff. You're walking in towards that, and as you walk into a town square, again, you can see that there is the same type of jobs post, but it's it's darker, and some of the bits of parchment have bits of blood on them. You walk up, and there are a few jobs there, but as you're looking at it, time stops, because we're going to take a break, because we've been playing for about an hour.
I knew time would stop.
Well done. Hello, this is Steve. I'm sorry for the re-upload. The file got corrupted. I fucked it. I'm sorry. But anyway, now it's fixed. This is episode 4 of Dungeons and Naggins, but it's part 1 of a new trilogy with guests Danny Ryan and Keith Fox. So part 2 of this will be out on Monday. Also, Dungeons and Naggins will be live as part of the Dublin Fringe Festival in September. It'll be in the Workman's Club with special guests and live illustrations. Tickets at fringefest.com, link in the description. But thank you so much for just listening to the show. If you'd like to help me out, you could leave a rating or tell a friend or something. I'd really appreciate that. You've no idea how much it helps. Anyway, thanks again. Bye-bye.